I'm glad you're feeling up to testing your skills once again. I know I am. As always, I'm here to assist you, Commander. This simulation will help us hone the skills we'll need should we ever run into those motherless aliens again. Let's start with a few tower types and simulated invaders. We'll build towers to protect our virtual cores from being stolen, just to get the rust off the blade, eh? The gun tower. Continuous firing, decent range, a great all-around tower. Then there is the Inferno Tower, a swath of destruction good against large groups of densely packed enemies. Different towers also have different ranges of destruction. Watch that closely when you place them. As you recall, towers cost resources to build. You'll gain the resources you need over time. Once you have enough, you can build a new tower on an available build square, or you can perhaps upgrade an existing tower. Make it to the core housing, they'll steal one or more cores and try to escape. Destroy the aliens before they escape, and I can pull the cores back toward the housing. If we run out of power cores, our base shuts down. Don't let that happen. Place some towers in locations where the aliens would normally march through. If you do, the tower will actually block the aliens' path and they'll choose a different route. It can be effective to reroute the aliens, especially if you send them closer to your other towers. And by making the aliens take a lengthier path, your nearby towers can attack them for a longer period and do greater damage.
simulation, but are you sure that's the best place to put that tower?
Oh, for the love of... It's a perfectly good place for a tower, Kai.
Relax, Fletcher. We just always need to push the commander. It's easy to forget that humans need constant training.
True indeed. AIs never forget a thing, do we?
Never. Why would we?
Well, sometimes forgetting might be a blessing.
Well, before I forget, have we reminded the commander about our orbital laser?
Ah, good call. As General Kai points out, you can fire your special weapon periodically during the attack. Once used, it does take some time to recharge, however. Feel free to give our simulated orbital laser a try. You'll be quite pleased with how the vermin fall to its wrath. Excellent, Commander. Well done.
Commander, Simon reporting. We're coming to an asteroid belt just outside the colonies. I know we're close to our destination, but I want to check something out. The scanners picked up a tight burst encrypted signal that I'd feel better looking into.
He's a diligent lad, isn't he?
I've trained him since he was a private.
Excellent work. I like to also think I've had some influence on the Commander, which is why I know we're ready for anything.
Commander Shuttle, seems like an asteroid mining facility. After a long trip, even this place looks good.
Indeed. We're landing the command shuttle Rafaela now. We'll connect to the grid as we isolate the signal. Interesting. It's actually a level 4 distress call. Precisely the same distress level as my mother-in-law arriving unannounced.
You really think you should be joking when someone's in trouble?
A quip here and there has kept me sane on this long journey of ours, Kai. Well, relatively sane.
I'm not sure the Commander would agree. Wait, oh no!
I see the recon too. Damn, years of deep space travel and the aliens still beat us.
Can we fight them here?
Checking systems. I can bring 3 tower types online immediately.
Gun, Inferno, and cannon towers?
Precisely. Commander, prepare for invasion.
Here they come! Good luck, you 3!
Ashamed to say it, but it feels good to battle aliens once again.
Yeah, it does. But no shame here. Nothing better than taking one of them off the board.
Second that. Good to fight with all of you again. You're doing great.
It is indeed. After all this space travel, I expect chasing after aliens feels especially good.
Yeah, definitely. Be really nice to go for a run, too.
Try not running for about 1,000 years, or for that matter, breathing, or taking a bath, or... Thanks so much for bringing this up.
Hey, you asked me!
Whatever. Has been returned.
Maybe they haven't made it to the colonies yet.
An artificial intelligence can always dream. If they haven't made it to the colonies, then we need to make sure the bastards never do.
You're right. We must focus and win.
Stands ready. Do your worst. So, Kai, Simon was complaining to me about missing a run, I believe it was.
Seriously? What's up with that? Try being a freaking AI.
Wait a minute, that's not what I said.
I don't think he could manage it for 10 minutes.
Can you imagine his first system to frag?
Okay, fine. I'm now scratching my back.
That's a low blow, Simon. Back to business at hand. Feels better than a course safely back in the tower. The core has been retrieved, but let's not rest on those laurels. Well done, Commander. I think that's the last of them.
Fletcher, I have a lock on the distress signal.
Finally. Shall we head that way, Commander?
I think we should.
Kai, are you all right?
I'm fine. There's no one I'd rather fight aliens with.
But...
if the aliens are here, they probably beat us to the human planets.
This could be the last of them.
I can't say I'm optimistic, Simon, but one thing at a time. Our first order of business is finding that distress beacon. Shall we, Commander? Shuttle landing in 5. This area appears to be clear of aliens, Commander. At least for now.
Maybe that was just a small scout team.
Or the first wave of an invasion force. I do hope I'm wrong, but honestly, that rarely happens.
Not picking up the distress signal anymore.
Perhaps we should send a response instead of waiting on our digital behinds.
This is Advisor Zakara. Eliminate the aliens here, then please find me, immediately.
Who was that? Is that the distress beacon? And what aliens?
Wait, aliens inbound.
Design on the local network. It is called a boost tower. It can block pathways, and yet you can still build towers on top of it.
That could be useful.
And, unfortunately, I also am detecting a new type of alien. Charges like a rhinoceros, but slows down dramatically in the turn.
So let's make it turn. A lot. Building boost towers might help with that.
I like the way you think, Kai. And Commander, I also have a laser tower available to help with all enemies of speed. You're welcome. They seek to muddy the waters. Don't let them confuse you. again. This doesn't seem to be a scouting force, Commander.
I wonder how many planets in this system they've infested.
I believe I can answer that. All of them.
With whom are we speaking? Did you send the distress call?
You may address me as Zakara. I am an artificial intelligence life form and prime advisor to the Council under Cat. Identify yourself.
Identify ourselves? Well, my name is You're Welcome. The Commander has called. A little gratitude would be nice, and she's, oh, for God's sake.
When your solar system is on the brink of annihilation, menace become irrelevant.
A not completely unreasonable point, I suppose. Ah, a core has been returned. Effect adds zip to any tower. That's better. We've recovered a core. Is charged. Care for an orbital strike? Congratulations, Commander. We did it.
Yes, well done. But now we must return me to Taket immediately.
My readings tell me that's the furthest planet in the system.
It is. After I was taken by the aliens, they held me for some time. I was able to escape into the network when they brought me to this mining facility. I must return.
Well, I understand that, but we have passengers. They come first. What's the closest planet, General Kai?
Garish is the closest colony.
There will be aliens there as well.
And I believe that's exactly why we are headed there.
Well, if you are determined to fight, allow me to provide additional assistance.
How exactly?
If you'd like, I can reprogram the Endurance's orbital laser and allow it to overcharge towers it hits instead. They'll do extra damage for a period of time.
That could come in handy. Something definitely to consider. Shall we battle on, Commander?